There I am. Hey, hello there. Good evening, everyone. The day after the 4th of July. Had a little bit of a busy 4th of July, busy 4th of July last night. I'm sorry I didn't make it on the video, but here tonight, talking about yesterday, a little bit of surprise too. We had some pretty heavy thunderstorms last night, around 10:30. It was a little bit more than fair skies, I'm afraid, in general. The chances of rain moved up to 80% mighty quick like last night. I apologize for that one. I did mention the possibility of some isolated scattered thunderstorms here and there. No way of knowing where they were, and they formed east of us and moved right over us. Formed over in Henderson County, moved over here in Madison County, and gave us pretty good rainfall amounts and spots. By the way, I'm William Brantley from South Jackson, Tennessee, or Bemis, Tennessee, ready to share with you a little bit of yesterday's weather, a little bit of today's climate data and forecast for the next few days momentarily. Like I mentioned, we had some pretty good heavy thunderstorms last night here in Bemis. Left me with 1.78 inches of rainfall up till midnight, and additional 500s afterwards, so that'll put me about 1.83 storm total. Almost 2 inches, 1.83 inches for the month of July. Puts me roughly at 1.87 for the month of July, I should say, and then 45.82 for the year so far. Alright, that's the technical numbers. Exact numbers, more like it, for you. Alrighty. Now that the airport actually had over 2 inches at McKellar Airport, around 2.30. I can't remember the exact figure, but somewhere near there. It actually western Madison County harder than South Jackson. Sometimes that happens. Alright, let me move on to the other data. Yesterday's low, by the way, was 73 degrees. Yesterday's high was hot 98 degrees. The heat index yesterday reached 111 degrees in the shade at 3 p.m. I think all the fireworks shows did get in last night, just before the storms. I think the storms are trying to clog my voice up tonight. Just a little joke there on the side. Alrighty, well, that was last night, but we made it through okay. I believe a flash flood warning was issued for Madison County last night around 11:15. It was good to 2:30 a.m. For this morning, but there was no severe thunderstorm warning issued for Madison County. Mainly south and southwest of us last night. Alright, but we got through it alright. No serious damage that I know of. So, I guess that was it on that. We did get a 35-mile-an-hour wind gust yesterday at the Jackson Airport at 5 p.m. Meant to share that with you as well. Let me get on to today's climate data now that I've talked so much about last night's storm. Nothing like that tonight, I don't think. Even though it's coming close, and I'll show you here in a moment, it's going north of us and south of us tonight. So those of you who didn't get it last night might get it tonight. In spots again, though. As of 5 p.m. here in Bemis, the skies were clear. It was still hot and sticky. 96 degrees here in Bemis at 5 o'clock. Feels like temperature in the shade 106 degrees. 81 degrees would be the dew point temperature. Humidity was at 62%. That's why it's so sticky out there, or feels so sticky or humid. We had southeast winds real light at 3 miles per hour compared to yesterday's 35 miles per hour at 5 p.m. Barometric pressure was 30.16 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature was 90. I hope not. I hope the low's never 90. Would be baking then. 72 was low this morning. Today's high in Bemis was 96 degrees. The highest heat index was 106 in the shade at 2 through 5 p.m. And like I said, I had 0.05 of an inch of rain here that occurred during the midnight hour here, alright, on 3rd Street in Bemis. The lowest humidity would be 58% today at 4 p.m. Highest would be 100% at 12 and 2 through 5 a.m. I believe that is. Yeah. And the lowest dew point was 72 degrees at 1 a.m. Highest would be 81 degrees at 5 p.m. Lowest barometric pressure 30.16 at 5 p.m. while the highest would be 30.27 inches, and then occurred at 12 a.m. and then again at 9 through 11 a.m. So far, today's highest wind gust is almost none at all, 10 miles per hour. And that's out of the east. That occurred sometime between 12 a.m. to 5 p.m. Today's records for July the 5th, the hottest high, actual high 106 degrees in 2012. Whew, it was hot in 2012. And that's not including the heat index either, which there's no record of that, by the way. Coolest high 70 in 1967. Warmest low 76 in 1953. Coldest low would be 53 in 1968. And today's rainfall record 3.01. And hey, that's quite a bit of rain, but not that much here today. 3.01 on July 5th of 1967. Alright, I believe that's it for the basic climate data. Let me show you a few graphs here, and that'll be it for tonight. Let me show you the radar. Channel 3's radar. That's more up to date than the one I usually show you. That's why I'm showing it instead. Now, by the way, there is a severe thunderstorm warning. I believe it was until 7:45 for Henry County up around Paris, Tennessee. And look at that storm up there now. It's just now moving into the heart of Paris. It looks pretty heavy as it comes into Paris up there, downtown Paris. In those areas, it's pretty stormy up in that area right now. Again, they got a severe thunderstorm warning. I believe it's set to expire at about now, about 7:45 p.m. Otherwise, there's some lesser storms south of Jackson now, stretching from about Bolivar, Tennessee, down to Millington, Tennessee, on down into northern Mississippi. And they originated over towards Savannah. Like I said, they're over in Bolivar, Tennessee area now. They're moving west, so they're not moving toward Jackson. Those up here, right along the interstate, they might be moving toward Jackson here within the next hour and a half, if they don't die down once the sun sets. That's one option that was possible last night. They didn't do that. They waited until midnight to die down. If that be the case, we might get a nice little thunderstorm here in Jackson, Madison County, within the next hour, hour and a half. But it'll be those over here near Parsons, Tennessee. A little tiny one trying to form over there. But that one's so small that it may dissipate before it gets here. So that's a wide view of some of the storms around the area. There's some over there in Middle Tennessee as well, as you can see. And there's some up in Missouri. And, of course, that big one up there around Paris, Tennessee. Eddie, let me move on to the satellite picture. As you can see, the loop quit. I'll get it back going. They're mainly clear around here, especially here in Jackson. But there's that clouds up north near Paris from that heavy storm. Extends on over into Middle Tennessee. Southern Middle Tennessee has some cloud cover as well. A little bit along the Appalachian Mountains in East Tennessee. And dots here and there up in Missouri and north of us. Otherwise, it's generally pretty clear. and that should continue until about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Current surface mount, according to the Weather Channel. The Weather Channel has an included, not included, I forgot the dotted line right through Tennessee. That's a super weak cold front trough. That's what I'm trying to think of. A low pressure trough through Tennessee, which is a super weak cold front. It's helping set off those isolated thunderstorms here and there. There's a stronger cold front to our north from a low way up there in southeast Canada down to south of St. Louis, Missouri, on over, well over into eastern Colorado. That front's expected to move through sometime tomorrow afternoon. That's going to cool our temperatures down briefly for the weekend. Instead of having highs in the mid to upper 90s, it's going to be in the upper 80s. That'd be a welcome relief. There you see the other systems in part of the country where it's raining and probably would in parts of the country. Alright. Let's move on to the forecast now. Excuse me. Choke it up a little too much, but I'm alright. Thank goodness. I'm still breathing. Whew, thank heavens. For tonight, here in Jackson at least, it's still going to be clear skies tonight until about sunrise tomorrow. And then the skies will be becoming very cloudy around sunrise tomorrow. Then a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms begin, especially around 10 a.m., around mid-morning, until about sunset, and then just mostly cloudy tomorrow. We should have a low tomorrow morning, about 73, high tomorrow about 90, with north winds. Hey, north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour tomorrow. It may actually feel a little bit cooler tomorrow. The sun sets tonight at 8:14 p.m. and rises tomorrow morning at 5:46 a.m. and sets tomorrow night at 8:14 p.m. We've lost that 8:15 sunset. I'm afraid that's it for the rest of the year. We're slowly going back the other direction. But at least it's still almost 8:15 before it sets. That's some good news, I suppose. The moon has already gone for the day. It'll be rising tomorrow morning at 1:08 a.m. and be setting tomorrow afternoon at 1:26 p.m. in the full last quarter phase tomorrow. Alright, on Saturday, fair skies return. No chance of rain at this time. Lower 68, high of 88. Hey, as that cold front moved through, the lower lows down to 68. My goodness, that's going to feel good. And the high, of course, like I said, 88, with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Sunday, right now, there's a chance of rain in the forecast. You might have known that to change, don't you? It's going to be fair skies till noon, then becoming very cloudy with an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Sunday until Sunday night, then becoming fair around sunset. Low near 69, high of 88, with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Alright, on Monday, almost the same thing. Monday, July 9th, fair till noon, then becoming very cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms till sunset, then fair. Low near 70, high near 90, southeast winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Almost the same thing on Tuesday. Once again, a 60% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, fair till noon, and then fair after sunset. Low near 71, high of 91 on Tuesday, July the 10th. Finally, returning to fair skies all day next Wednesday and Thursday, July 11th and 12th. Low of 71, high of 93 Wednesday, low of 72, high of 95 on Thursday. Alright, I won't call it that. Once again, It should be a fair rest of the night for most of us, even though there are some scattered showers and thunderstorms dotted around on the radar. Low tomorrow morning, again around 73, high of 90. The best chance for rain tomorrow again is roughly between about 9 a.m. to sunset. Alrighty, let's look at the radar real quick one more time before I let you go. That storm is actually going through Paris now. The one south of us is continuing to move south of us. I don't see anything heading toward Jackson at the moment. No, we'll probably be alright here in Jackson for the rest of the evening. Alright, I guess that's it for tonight, folks. I guess I'll let you go, and hope it turns out to be a pleasant evening for you. And I hope you have a wonderful Friday, July 6th, tomorrow. Thank you for listening and watching and subscribing. And God bless you. And we'll talk to you again soon. Good night.